All right, I do believe it is time to get on into this thing. Quick check cat cam. I don't believe anyone's on it. Oh, we do have a little fur baby deep down in there. Damn. That's burrowed in there. Hello and welcome, your faces, into another lovely Sunday. My Big Fat Journey episode, week 130. This is a long fucking time. This has been a long fucking time of being on this freaking weight loss journey. But welcome your faces in, where this week, unfortunately, it's going to be kind of a little bit of a roller coaster on what the hell happened, because I'm going to go ahead and say this. I think that the scale was wrong when I was on it last week. We'll get into that. I want to go ahead and just jump into the numbers, okay? Because I think jumping into the numbers right now is going to kind of explain the rest of this episode today. Weighed in this morning at a 268.0, okay? It's only 0.8 pounds up.
Week 130. Face with open eyes and mouth with head exploding.
Yeah, it's been such a long journey. It doesn't feel like that long at all. But here we are. Seriously, it's hard to believe. But a 0.8 pound or a 0.8 pound increase. But here's the thing. I got on the scale Monday. Okay? It read 275, 274, 275. I think I was actually at 274, 275. I think the scale glitched out and misread me. It's one of the few times where I didn't reset the scale. I just got on it, got my number, got off. I didn't do a double weigh. I didn't do anything. I should have, just to make sure that everything was right. And I think one of the sensors was off. Every single other time that I've weighed myself this week, it's been slowly trickling down from that 275, about a pound a day. So I feel like that's the correct amount, is what I was at. It was probably about 275, realistically. So that would have led us to have about a 7-pound loss last week and about a 5-pound loss this week. But regardless, I'm still happy that we're still in the 260s right now. This last week, everything was good. Everything was fine. I've actually gotten my head back on my shoulders properly again, to the point of where I know that I'm back. The night snacking is under control. The portion sizes are under control. Everything is back. I'm mentally here again. And that's the best thing for me, is that I can definitely say I'm back. I was worried a lot about getting back into this, if I was going to be able to get myself back into this, if my head was still here, or if my game was slacking, if I was just going to I was going to plateau at 250, and I was never going to be able to look forward and head.
Nice to see your Will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is nice to see you, Will. It's always nice seeing Will back. But I was starting to give up hope. Maybe that 228 would not be possible. And I'm definitely feeling like that 228 is definitely going to be possible again. I think I can do this. The thing is right now, this is the hard time. This is the hard season for me, because right now I'm not running. Right now it's too cold outside. I'm too much of a pansy. I'm too much of a wuss. Wah, wah. So right now, the only exercise that I'm getting is at work and anything that I'm doing here at home, which I will just say I had a lazy day today and it was great. We need lazy days.
Thanks, Michelle, beaming face with smiling eyes. I was super glad I was online this week.
Yeah, it's always appreciated even when you catch the offline ones. But, because you're probably the longest standing supporter still. It's seriously so.
Nice spreadsheet. The fact that you are back is better than any loss. You got this.
Yeah. I think next week we're going to see 3 or 4 pounds. I think we'll lose 3 or 4 pounds next week. So, and I look forward to being back into the 250s. Right now, my clothes still aren't fitting right. And that's the hardest thing. That is the hardest part of this whole thing, is that my clothes just aren't fitting right. And I'm just, it just makes you uncomfortable. It's like, I know I fit in those. I want to go back. I want to fit in the stuff that I like, and I can't yet. I'm still stuck with the slightly bigger, the manufacturer made them just a little bit bigger. They're not a standard 1X. They're almost borderline 2X, or just flat out 2Xs. That's what I have to wear right now. It's uncomfortable, and I want to get back into those clothes. Damn it!
Getting the right headspace is very important. You'll get it.
Yeah, and it's nice, and it's nice that these are tasting good again. It's nice that I'm still downing my water like crazy. Like I'm downing at least 8 bottles a day. If not closer to 10 to 12 bottles a day, realistically. That's about what I'm downing now, and it's good. I definitely need to keep on flushing through it. But the one thing I will say is I do not think I'm in ketosis right now. And it's weird. I would have thought I would have gotten back into ketosis by now. Usually I rebound pretty quickly. This time it's rebounding slowly. So I think what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to actually increase the amount of MCT oil that I'm having in my diet. I'm going to go ahead and increase that. Everything else I'm pretty much going to keep the same. I don't know. Like I said, usually I rebound by now. But I mean, ketosis can take longer, so I think that we'll just see. We'll just see what happens this time next week, if I feel a little bit more into ketosis or not. But I mean, I feel good. My body pains are pretty much gone right now, and it's good. Just there's certain things that ketosis does to your body. It gives you a certain different feel, and it's still not here yet. So I don't know. It's just not quite here. So, but other than that, it was a good week. I was very proud of myself. That was the biggest thing. Is I can actually say I was very proud of myself this week and how I was able to execute everything. But this next week, I think I just need to update, like, intake a little bit more MCT oil with my afternoon dinner, and I think I'll be good. I think that's all that's really needed. The only other thing that I'm questioning is maybe the bread that I get from Aldi might have had a recipe change. And maybe that's been screwing with my ketosis, because it hadn't in the past, but it might be now. So, I don't know. Maybe when I get out of this loaf that I'm on right now, maybe I cut the keto bread out for a couple weeks and just see what happens then. Because it's always so hard to tell what exact ingredients affect you in different ways. Some people have no problems with certain ingredients, and some people have very bad results with certain ingredients. I just got to figure out my body, what's going on, but it's gonna happen. It's fine. So, but this week was a good week. But like I said, with that 0.8 pound gain, you're just kind of scratching your head, going, "I know I did everything right. There's no doubt about it. I did everything right." So then when I'm looking back to that Monday weigh-in where I was 5 pounds heavier, you start asking yourself, was the scale wrong? And to me, it definitely probably was. So I think realistically, I probably had a 4-pound loss this week, but we'll never truly know. All I know is that if I get on the scale at any point in the day right now, I'm in the 260s. So I feel happy about that. That's where I want to be right now. I feel like that's where I should be. Next week, I would like to be at about 265. In another 2 weeks, I'd like to be back down to 250s. And then from there, I mean, I just want the weather to warm up a bit more. Once the weather warms up and I can start running again, start getting some more of those freaking medals coming. I want more of them. I want a lot more of them coming. Then I'll be a lot happier. But I miss running. That's the one thing. I was like, in the beginning of winter, I kind of went to a mindset of where I was like, running is fine, but I don't really need it. I'm into a point right now of where I do really want it back. Of where I just like it so that way I can clear my mind a little bit. It gives me exercise and it makes me feel a lot better. Plus, my knees need worked out a lot. Like my legs are getting soft, and they need to get bulked up again. But that's pretty much it for this week. We'll see what happens next week. Next week is going to be interesting. If I still have a no pound loss or a slight pound gain, then that means that the scale wasn't wrong. And that something's wrong in my diet that I gotta change. I gotta boost out. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I think that I know what's going on, but who knows? I can't be 100% certain on things, so we'll see. But that's gonna do it for this week,
Sorry,
everybody.
off subject. Is that a new light cube?
That is a new light cube. Yes, I like it. It just arrived Thursday. I think it arrived Thursday. But yeah, just a new little desk element. I like it. I like it a lot. And then I have the cat lit up there as well. So I'm trying to make the set a little bit more fun. And that's still crooked. I still need to get that out of the frame and get it set. But yeah. yeah, it's definitely very, very nice. It gives something new to look at. But that is going to do it for me this week, everybody. Thank you guys very much for the continued support and tuning out. I'll see everyone back here next week. Wasn't expecting that one. Have yourselves a good night.
Have a good week.